Hello everyone, Jurassic Man here, and finally back after a semi-small hiatus. To be honest, I wasn't very descriptive on that video, but I'll get onto that later if you want to know about it. But either way, welcome back to Jurassic Man Reviews. That's not the name of the channel, but that's basically what I'm doing here. So, we're going to finally review one of the new lines. It's been out for a while at the moment of this video's release, but it is the new Savage Strike Dimetrodon from the new Jurassic World Dino Rivals line. And just like the other Savage Strike figures, this guy looks awesome and ridiculous at the same time. And I'll get to that in a minute. So, this is the first, I think it's called Synapsid, creature we have in this list. And that's because this is not a dinosaur. Everyone already knows that. Kinda. But yeah, Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur if you don't know that. You're an idiot if you think that. I'm sorry I called you an idiot, but you really are. I mean, you have the internet. You can look it up yourself. So yeah, we got a Dimetrodon here. And it looks nice. And it's kind of cool that we finally got a Dimetrodon in the Jurassic World figures. Because last year, it was supposed to come out for the Destructosaur lines. But of course, that never got released in the US or any parts of the world. Except for small selections of it. I think it did get released in Mexico, but that's as far as I know. So yeah, so now we got this guy. A new repaint and a new design. So let's get right into this review. Of course, we have the new Dino Rivals package art style with the burning emblem logo of the Jurassic World logo. We got Rexy, Dino Rivals, a Triceratops, photobombing Owen, and we got an example of how to use the action feature, which we'll get that in a minute. On the back of the package, you can see a Dimetrodon in a nice clear coloration, as you can see. It looks really good. And you also got the collector's card here. And down here, you get the rest of the figure line. We got the head-bashing Stygimoloch, which I have right here. Not from the Savage Strike line, but the bundle pack, which is much better in my opinion. The Monolophosaurus, which is a review I have done. The Tapijara, and the Styracosaurus. The really tiny one. So, without further ado, let's get this Dimetrodon out of its package. Behold. So what do you expect on this Savage Strike Dimetrodon? Well, just like the previous Dimetrodon, which we haven't gotten, this is our first true way of seeing this Dimetrodon experience from Mattel. And for starters, I really love the details. That's probably the one great thing about this figure is the immense detail that is on this figure. Just look at the individual bumps and lines for the scales and the very smooth underbelly. The sail has a nice looking creases and texture on it. A little cartoony, but they did say that in the very beginning. The head is extremely shrink wrapped, and in fact there's not even supposed to be a dent right here. This is a synapsid. Synapsids only have one hole, and that is the eye. And I guess back here too, but that's not supposed to be there. Sorry, a little bit of my science studies going a bit right here. But yeah, this is Dimetrodon, a figure we've been waiting for almost a year now. And now we finally got it, and I gotta say, it is really good looking. Now there is another Dimetrodon figure that came out around the same time as this guy's released. Oops. That is the Dino Clashes, I think. Dimetrodon, and it does look really good. It's just not my taste of stylized. This guy is alright compared to the Kenner one that came out before it. I gotta say, this is really stylized. The Kenner one is extremely outdated in every way, and this guy really proves like it still has that classic retro design, but yet it has that new stylized version and a bit of the mix of the original as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The coloration on this guy is, I don't know. I'm going to say it's like an onyx color. It's pretty gray. The sail is a nice red of the fins between the webbings. And has some splashes of what I believe to be a yellow-orange on the sail. And on the bottom side, we got this nice, I guess that's army green coloration. From all the way from the chin to the base of the tail. Of course, the tail's not painted in any way. but that's what you expect now. And there's no paint on the claws, but neither did the original Dimetrodon. The inside of the mouth is nicely painted. It's pink in most parts of it. And the individual teeth are even painted as well, even the ones on the very back row. It looks better when it's close. But yeah, there it is. The textures on this guy is really good. The coloration on it is pretty alright in my opinion. Oh, and there's some highlights on it too. I didn't notice that. I thought it was just a reflection from the light. But yeah, that's basically the Dimetrodon's design and colors. A little bit different than what we got from the those images from the Destructosaur version. But what do you get? Destructosaur's version is basically just a simple articulated figure with a magnet underneath. This guy is a Savage Strike, which means he has an action feature. And that action feature is what happens when you push this tail this way. And that is... it chomps its mouth. Just like the Monolophosaurus, it chomps his mouth and it loses design-wise of his mouth. Because it looks good when it's closed, but it looks bad when it's open. Because it doesn't align with the jaw, same with the Monolophosaurus. I don't know, not going to bash about it a bit, but Hasbro did a much better job when it came to jaw articulation. Made it more streamlined compared to this one. A little lazy on Mattel's case, but what do you got to lose when you got a nice looking design? Hasbro had a good jaw design, not good design as well. Mattel has pretty bad jaw design right here for action feature, but a really cool design as well too. So yeah, simple points of articulations are pretty standard. There are the arms that move back and forth. Legs move back and forth as well, both of them. And the arms can spread pretty wide. But I wouldn't want to know why would you want to do that, since because this Dimetrodon is in a fixed position, there really is no other position you could put this guy in other than the neutral position you have. It already looks good enough, and it's pretty fine, as I gotta say with myself. This neutral position is alright. It's good for the packaging, and it's good for play-wise. Just, it's in a fixed position. Same thing with that Dino Clash figure, I think, too. So, yeah, there's that. So that's basically the Dimetrodon right here. Now, onto the collector's card. The collector's card itself has a nice illustration in Dimetrodon. Very stylized here. It looks really cool, actually. It looks like it belongs to like some kind of animated TV series, which I really, really hope that somehow Mattel can collaborate with Universal to make some sort of animated TV series. Heck, it could probably even be like DreamWorks or something. Anything. A Jurassic Park TV series would be really cool. I just wish one of them just comes out soon. But yeah, strength is 6, speed is 7, 5 intelligence, and 6 tax, which is 24. Speed is pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure this sprawling lizard could probably run fast, but I'm pretty sure it was mostly a fishivore from the evidence of the fossil records. But that's just my opinion. Nothing in the back. And yeah, cool rendition on Dimetrodon. Alright, let's get to comparisons. Here's a comparison of the Dimetrodon with another Savage Strike figure release. That is the Sticky Mullock. And alright, they look good together, in my opinion. It's alright, good enough for a figure. And what came with that Sticky Mullock was a human figure, this black mercenary figure. And next to the Dimetrodon, I gotta say, it does very well together right here. It looks pretty good. It's kind of in scale, but it's really, really good. And of course, standing next to my favorite figure so far of 2019, that is the battle damaged Albertosaurus. And I think they go well with each other. I mean, the human probably goes well with the Dimetrodon more than the Albertosaurus. But I think they go well with each other. They look nice, they're very stylized, and they look pretty cool in my collection. So what score would I give the Dimetrodon? Well, it has a nice detail and colorations. It has alright articulations. Its action feature is pretty good. Again, like with the Monolophosaurus, I don't like the slit jaw feature. Its collector's card is great, and it's very scaled up nice with the other figures. So I'd give the Dimetrodon a 4.5 out of 5. Honestly, my only problem is just that jaw. Same thing with the Monolophosaurus, but that's just about it. This Dimetrodon is a really good figure, and it stands out much better than the Kenner one. Because that Kenner one was, Yeah, I need a new Dimetrodon for a very long time to replace that. Same thing with some other figures that Mattel has done. But yeah, you can find this guy pretty much anywhere, Target and Walmart for at least around $10. He is a little harder to come by. Some of the Savage Strikes are. But, you know, if you do find one, I do highly recommend getting it. They cost around $10 and it's pretty good to get. So I hope you guys like this review. I'll be having a comeback video very recently, along with another great review. And I'll see you guys next time. So like, subscribe, and have a nice day.